This is sort of a video on aspergers. But it's sort of just a video on me, really. It's talking about the best way I can put it is it's talking about my experience with people, and it's my experience with people that I think is related to my aspergers. I I tend to focus on people's imperfections, picking at the stupid and annoying things that I see people doing all the time, and I found myself saying, "Oh well, I hate this person because they did that stupid thing," or "I hate this person because they said something that annoyed me." And it's easier that way. Nothing else matters but that one stupid thing that they might have said or that annoying thing that they might have said. Doesn't matter what else I may have seen or heard from them. That one thing is it's the negative that sticks with me. It, I it's a part of my pessimistic outlook towards everything. Um, which is why I've often looked into manic depression. There's, which is now known as apparently as bipolar disorder. I thought they were two separate things. Apparently not. So there's bipolar. Well, there's manic depression one, and there's manic depression type two, which is sort of a slightly milder. It's like diabetes. There's different types of diabetes. Some milder in some ways and worse in others. And it's the same with that. Um, and there's manic depression type 2 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. And I found myself very much relating with it. And I've seen documentaries about people who have bipolar, and I relate to them very much. It's the high highs and the lowest of lows. It's the months of space in between where you just like you have good days and you have bad days. And with me, it's more. I have got a few good days. I have a few bad days, and then I have a few normal days. What I call normal would probably be not quite so normal to anybody else, but there you go. But I'm losing my point. But I find myself relating to people like Eddie Vedder and Kurt Cobain, and who also thinks he may be manic depressive because of because of all those things. These people who Eddie Vedder especially had an incredibly traumatic life, um, and I haven't, but I feel like I have. Nothing traumatic has ever happened to me, so to speak. No, nothing at all. In fact, um, I'm, and that's worse actually because I spend my entire day, I intend my entire day, all my days thinking, you know, something's gonna happen soon. I go to bed thinking I could wake up and everything could be different. My life could change in the next 6 hours, and I wake up thinking, so is it gonna be today or not? Um, I relate to Charles Manson a lot. It's not, I'm not saying I'm gonna go up. I say I relate to Charles Manson. People immediately think, oh well, I'm a maniac. I'm gonna go out and kill people, or I want to go out and kill people, and I should be locked up because I'm dangerous, or whatever. But it's not, I don't. It's not that I want to go out and kill people. I relate to some aspects of his psyche. He said in an interview, if I'd have started killing people, there'd have been no one left. And I said the same thing. I'm not gonna start killing people. I don't want to kill people. But if I did, why would I stop at one person when stopping at one person would be it wouldn't be enough. You'd have to go one step further, and you'd have to keep going further until there was no one left. basically. How much time have I got left? Not much. Right. And yeah, to be honest, a psychiatrist who got hold of me would probably say that I am clinically insane. But that just pushes me further. That just spurs me on. That gives me hope that I am as different from the rest of the world as I'd like to think I am. Which, sometimes I haven't had a connection with people where I've thought maybe I'm not so different after all, and I don't like that. So I can try to hide it, but by dissociating myself from that person, but it doesn't. It's still there. It's always there. It's like if I ignore all the bad things that happen in the world, it doesn't matter because they're still there. That's why I hate people who say, "Oh, we should worry about what's going on our own back doors instead of worrying about what's going on in other countries." Well, the reality is shit happens everywhere, and it's always gonna happen everywhere. Ignoring it is not an option. There's nothing you can do about it, but you might as well think of it. That's how I see it. And yeah, and you are probably wondering by now what the hell this has to do with Asperger's, but it's all part of this lack of connection to people. It's like my friend put it perfectly. It's like I'm in a spacesuit. Touch, I can pick this phone up and I can touch it, but I can't feel it. I can't feel the texture. I can hear what you're saying, but I can't understand. I can't make out your words. It's There's no connection. There's no relation there to people. So like to people that are outcasts like Kurt Cobain and Charles Manson, because there's a smidgen of connection there. So for me, the alternative is to hate everyone because I can't relate to people, so I might as well dissociate from them completely and just hate them. Because what else is there to do? It's either I spend the rest of my life trying to find a connection that I don't think is there, or I don't bother and I become a recluse and I hate people. But I don't expect you to understand, to be honest. I expect nothing more than your insults and your bullshit about how you think you know me. Um, to you, I'm just a depressed kid, basically. And yeah, I am a depressed kid, but there's a bit more to it than that, to be honest. So just don't waste your fucking time, or my fucking time, posting comments saying all this shit about I'm looking for attention, or this is just why don't I just slip my wrists now because I've had my fair share of those comments, and it's if you're gonna say something of value, or don't say anything at all, because it's a waste of yours and my time. Fuck it, whatever.